Hey, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of The Lockbox, brought to you by Arizona's #1 brother and sister real estate team, the Grandin Group. And hey, we are brokered by one of the largest real estate firms out here, My Home Group. So with that said, I hope everything's going great. I've got to tell you, we are at the last weekend of September. Arizona, down here in Phoenix, and even up north in Prescott, Flagstaff, we got through September, which generally it's a hit and miss. Sometimes it's hot, sometimes it's not. This has been absolutely perfect. It's warm during the days, but the mornings and the evenings, absolutely perfect. So today we're going to talk about a little bit of fall in Arizona, the real estate community, and getting involved. So I know the past couple podcasts have been a little bit more fiery just because of some of the nonsense going around. If you watched the last podcast, we're talking about how property management and even cities, quite honestly, devalue your home by not keeping things up. So we've been fighting that, and it's actually going good. I've got a lot of support. In fact, one of our congresswomen just started a little deal here with community and cleaning up the stuff. So we're glad to see that the Grandin Group, Arizona's #1 brother and sister real estate team, is making a difference. So, hey, also, I wanted to thank you guys, and this is true. You guys have made us Arizona's #1 lifestyle and real estate podcast. So we love it. I love the feedback I get. Thanks. Hey, we've got a couple new buyers off of this too. So congratulations to you guys. Thanks for listening to the site. And yeah, hey, this is what it's about. We'd like to have you guys on there and stuff like that. So anyways, to set the theme today, we are a few days into fall. Fall just started here in Arizona. The weather's cooling down, and it's the air feels fresh. It's one of the best times of the year to be in the valley or up north in Prescott, Flagstaff. So today we're going to cover some fall real estate trends, tips for sellers, a little seasonal advice, and why now is a great time, more than any, to get involved in your community. Okay, so here we go. Let's talk about this. So buyers, why is fall a great time to buy a home? If you just suffered through a summer here in the Phoenix area, even up north was warm this year, cooling weather equals better shopping. Buyers don't have to sweat it out while they're walking properties. Open houses are back, and guess what? It's fall time. So that means most of the houses you're going to walk in and you're going to have that cozy vibe, a little pumpkin spice, maybe some fall candles out. Maybe some people don't like it, but I'll tell you what, to our bakers out there, some people bake incredible goods. And I'll tell you what, I have been working my tail off at the gym to trim down so I can go enjoy some of the great baked goods that we're going to enjoy for the next 3 months. Hey, the other thing, besides the great open houses, which, by the way, the Grandin Group is hosting a ton of them every weekend now through the rest of the year, our houses will have open houses. But guess what? Serious buyers are back in town. Summer distractions are gone. Kids are back at school. Snowbirds, I want to say they start to trickle back in, but quite honestly, they are here. They are full blast because it is absolutely crazy. Our up north appeal, Prescott, Flagstaff, Sedona, Camp Verde, all those areas, right now, those homes offer a crisp mountain feel, fireplaces, fall leaves, and a totally different vibe than you get down here in Phoenix. In fact, bring a sweater because you need it. It's a little chilly. It's just a different feel, and I'll tell you what, you really get into it, and then you wonder why. Wow, this is why I love Arizona. You have everything you need, no big natural disasters, and it's a great place. So if you've been waiting to buy, fall is both comfortable and strategic. And plus, the rates are over there. We've got some great lenders, and as we mentioned in some other podcasts, and we'll be bringing it back, there's more than one way to get a loan, and it doesn't all include having to roll out all this paperwork and stuff. We've got some great lenders that'll show you some different tips. Okay, so for your sellers, I want to give a few tips to the sellers that are preparing to sell their home. Okay, we just listed a great house here in the community I live. It's a beautiful home, and the seller is just amazing. The family's just incredible. But what he did, before he put the house on the market, he went through it. He had a home inspection done. He fixed all the items that were on the inspection. He made sure the space before putting out Well, actually, he moved out of the house, so he's not going to put this out. I'll put it out there for him, though. Before putting out pumpkins and garlands, he's got a clean home that feels bigger. So use this as a great time to say, you know what, I'm going to take a week off, a day off, or whatever, or just on the weekends, get the house cleaned up, get rid of stuff that you're not using, donate it, take the tax write-off. But if you've got old towels, old blankets, furniture you're not using, stuff like that, get rid of it. Clear out the house and get ready for the new stuff that's coming this year. Check your curb appeal. Rake leaves, maybe clean up your rocks, maybe bring some new rocks in. If you have dead plants, right now is a great time to kind of maybe plant some that are going to be able to get through the winters. Add some, desert-friendly seasonal plants by the entry. Maybe even get the big pots and just put it in there. Just something that's going to make your curb appeal better than the neighbor that's next door. Lights and scents. Okay, so shorter days mean darker homes. So you want to make sure that when you're selling your home that we get those blinds open. Maybe change out the light bulbs. Let's use some warm lamps, light candles with subtle fall scents. Some people come in and they get turned off. So use a subtle fall scent. I mean, with me, you can blast the pumpkin. I love it. So, and then as far as the highlights for the seasonal features, if you've got a fire pit, fireplaces, things you're doing out on the outdoor patio, let's showcase those. Those are the best things to do. People love it. They can envision themselves sitting out by the pool with the fire pit going on and just having a nice drink while it's cold outside. Maybe even throw some blankets out there so they can see themselves kind of wrapped up in that. Make sure you stage your house with cozy touches, like the blanket. Seasonal places setting at the dining table. It makes the buyer feel just a little bit more at home. All Fall Ready's homes feel inviting and shows buyers the lifestyle that, hey, they're going to enjoy this. They can see themselves. And right now, that's one great thing about fall is buyers, they walk into a house and they're like, wow, I could really feel myself here. So whether you're in Phoenix, whether you're in Flagstaff, just set the setting. And hey, listen, if you need help, the Grannon Group's here to help you. No commitment or anything. Just call us up and we'll give you our 2 cents. So the last part of this, which, as I tell you, the lockbox presented by the Grannon Group, we never get into politics. Well, I shouldn't say we never get into politics. We don't get deeply into politics where it's dividing people because it's ridiculous. So this isn't about red versus blue. It's about showing up, giving back, and engaging in real life. So in this last part of this conversation, I want to talk about community involvement. It's funny, as I get older, it's just, you see things. And then being in real estate and selling real estate the way we sell it, it involves community involvement. In fact, I can't tell you guys the last time that one of you called and said, hey, Jason, I want to buy a house. And my question is, well, where do you want to live? How many bedrooms do you want? What kind of house do you want? Those things just don't come to my mind anymore. I'm more concerned and more excited to hear about you. I want to hear about what you like to do, where you want to live, what your lifestyle is. I'll give you a little example. I've got a new client, great guy moving from California. And he's just tired of the nonsense there. So he called up and he's like, Jason, you were recommended to me. I've been listening to your podcast, The Lockbox by the Grannon Group. Thank you. And so he said, hey, I'd like to meet with you and I want to buy a house. So he was out here in Arizona and found out why he's leaving California. And, he's older, retiring, and he's got to have enough money to live. And he just doesn't like it out there anymore. So he wants to be involved in community. He's a former law enforcement, so he wants to get involved with the police, not working for him, but on the volunteer side. He wants to get involved with the schools and stuff like that. And he wanted to kind of live in, specific areas. So we talked about the areas, and he decided on Santan Valley. Plus saw the article we were just in, and I think that kind of helped. But Santan is a really fast-growing place. So he finds a great place out there. We got him locked into a house. He sold his house in California, and he's getting ready to move here. Not once in the first day we talked to him, I'm like, what kind of house do you envision yourself in? Is it a single level? Is it 2-story? Blah, blah, blah. I just wanted to know about what he wants to do. And that's how we found his area. Therefore, we found his house. Again, not political, but it is important that people get involved. I know we're all busy and stuff, but you know what? This goes a long way. If you can, volunteer at your kid's school or youth sports. pitch in at a city event, or you know what, call up my father-in-law and mother-in-law. They're volunteering at the food kitchen. So if there's things bugging you, write a note or a letter to your pastor, mentor, someone who inspires you. Ask questions that you've been wondering, or ask what you can do just to get that frame of mind going. You know what? Sometimes you don't even actually need to be there. Just think, if it's in your mind and your heart, things will change. Support local businesses, especially if they're hosting fall festivals or farmer market. Get up on that Saturday and be like, you know what? I got to get out and do something. I know sometimes it's a pain. Trust me, I've rolled out of bed sometimes. I'm like, I don't want to do anything, but you've got to do it. Why this matters? Because online noise can overwhelm us, especially with AI, internet rumors, and all this other garbage. Getting involved in person keeps us grounded in our community for what's real, our neighborhoods, families, schools, churches, and communities. All right. So listen, if you're lost, and it can be kind of difficult, but listen, if you're lost and you're looking for something to do, call me up. Let's talk about it. Again, you don't have to get involved in any of the politics. Find something that's close to you and just send a letter. Just build that community. I think that's really important, and it really helps out values in this area. So I mentioned in the past podcast, we have started a new publicly run, citizen-run program that's keeping the city clean. We were going to call it NXAZ. I think we're going to call it CUAZ, so Clean Up Arizona. And again, we're not going to get involved in zoning or this and that, but what we are going to do is when we're out and about, depending on what city, we're going to see if there's homeless, trash, maybe beat up street signs, and we're going to send a letter to the city. And we want our citizens to email us as well. And we're going to send it to the mayor, and we're going to send it to property management. We together, all of us, are going to clean this state up. And it's a beautiful state how it is. So I don't want anyone thinking it's bad. But you know what? There's little pockets, and we're going to get it cleaned up. It's funny. It's actually not funny, but a couple weeks ago, I was taking out a renter over on like 27th Avenue in Indian School. And I got to tell you, this specific neighborhood here, they do a good job of keeping it clean, because the area is, it's great. The people there take pride in it. But you go right around the corner. I whipped around the corner, and there was a king-size bed with a guy sleeping on it in the middle of the road. Now, I could have run him over. Anybody could have run him over. That's the kind of stuff we're talking about. That has no space in anybody's community. So let me wrap this thing up. First of all, thank you again for making us Arizona's #1 brother and sister real estate team. But listen, whether you're buying or selling or even renting a home this fall, or just settling into the season, take time to engage with the community around you. Your family, your friends, the church, whatever it is, the schools. Real estate, after all, isn't just about buying houses. Okay? Let me repeat that. Real estate is not just about houses. It's about people, neighborhoods, community. And the best way to strengthen those is by getting involved. If you're curious about the fall market, or you just want to chat about what's happening in your area, reach out to me or my sister or even our family. And our son, he's getting his license. My wife, she does our marketing. Reach out to the Grandin Group, Arizona's #1 brother and sister family team. And no matter what, this is most important, enjoy the season, enjoy your community, and let's make fall 2025 one to remember. All right, everybody. Hope you've enjoyed this podcast. Send me your comments. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and not Twitter. Twitter kind of sucks these days. We're sticking to Facebook and Instagram. And of course, go to the website, thegrandingroup.com. We've got our blogs, the videos on there. Of course, YouTube. Just follow us, reach out, and let's have a conversation. And thanks for all the emails I do get. It's great. Again, you guys enjoy. I'm Jason Grandin with the Grandin Group, Arizona's #1 brother and sister real estate team. We'll be back. Hey, October 1st is right here. We'll talk to you soon.